Good evening, YouTube family. Welcome to another Two Family Homestead live stream. Woo!
Well, it's 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Got a few people in here. Let's see who we got. Hawkeye Station Paranormal. Welcome. Robin, thank you for stopping in. The Little Farmer's Farm. Wolf's Head Forge and Farm. Got to go do some chores. Understand that. So, what we do here on Thursdays is we take a look at your channel, should your name happen to come up on the wheel, on our random wheel, and just try to maybe give you a different outlook on what people see at your channel, on your channel. Springfield Ridge Farm, good afternoon. Perhaps a little help here and there as far as what people might be looking for. If we'll look at a number of different things. For example, your channel name. If your name is Sue Smith and your channel name is Sue Smith, you got to change it. That's all there is to it. You just have to change it. There's way too many Sue Smiths out there. If you have a channel that uses odd spelling or odd characters, I'm not saying you need to change it, but you need to make sure that anybody you talk to, instead of just telling them what your channel is, you might want to hand them a business card so that they'll be able to spell it and maybe find you. So just some different little pointer things like that. We'll also look at your channel art, your banner. Do you have a banner? Is there anything on it? That's your advertising space. YouTube has given you this opportunity to advertise yourself, and some people just don't take advantage of it. We really think that you should. We'll point out some things on your banner if we see something that we think maybe falls out of line, if it's not going to display properly across all devices. Matter of fact, time permitting on some channels here, we'll maybe show you what the entire banner looks like on, well, let's just say a television set instead of on a computer. So we can do that tonight. Playlist. Do you have playlists? Are they do they have descriptions on them? Thumbnails. Easy to read, easy to see. Do they make sense? Are they clickbaity? I don't know. But we'll take a look. Just your overall channel presentation. You know, you have the ability to change that home screen on your channel. You don't have to have just uploads across the bottom. So we'll look and see what you got. We have some sort of back pocket recommendation for you to utilize on those items. So that's pretty much what we're going to look at here today. We do have I do have a timer being invoked, and it's a little red bar. It goes across the top of the screen. It times out at roughly somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes. Yeah, we're going to do that so I don't get carried away and use up too much time on any given individual channel. We want to get as many people through here as we can. What do we got? We got 17 in here, but I'm only seeing 3 of you on the wheel. Is that correct? I only see 3 of you on the wheel. So to get on the wheel. That's your job, not mine. You just have to click the link in the description below or type !wheel in the chat. If you do that, our Stream Elements bot will give you a link, or you can go down to the description below and click the link there to a form that you get to fill out. We don't collect any information on this form other than your channel name. We'll ask you to put your channel name in exactly the way it's spelled. Just spin it with 3 people. I see she's got her name on there.
Imagine that.
How about that? See, I get to see it rolling around over here. So, anything else? I saw you. Well, we could do that. Do you have one right there? As many of you know, we are we're making some merch for some people that they can also that they can sell from their channel or give away or whatever they want to do. We still have the face mask. Well, this one's a Thomas the Train, so this is for a youngster. But we can do face masks. And something that we've kind of added new here is mouse pads. So that's one of the mouse pads we made, and this is another one of the mouse pads that we made. Of course, we do shirts, aprons, mugs, cut acrylic. Is it acrylic or is it glass? Acrylic. Yeah, we can do. We have some sublimation covers for the for the bigger mugs. Let me just hold it up here. So that we can make koozies for these. The mugs, the coffee mugs are really, really nice. They are dishwasher safe. Now, that's all sublimated products. That means makes it permanent. It's a dye sublimation. We can also do vinyl, heat press vinyl, heat transfer vinyl. Do not do any of the screen printing. Don't. Oh yeah, that's yes. We can do window clings, and we can also do decals that you can put on your windows or back of your camper, or if you got you just want to doll up your everyday driver and put your name on the back corner or something, we can do that. Your channel name. So let us know. Big Bear Homestead, it's !wheel. No. When it's this thin on top, you really don't need to get one very often. Yeah, !wheel. !wheel. And that's because of our wonderful bot has to be triggered with this exclamation point. Farmstead Smith, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Or, if you don't want to type it in the chat, you can just go down below. So anyway, let's Well, we've got 4 on the wheel. Should we get? All right. Yeah, we have a dinner engagement at 7, so we will be getting out of here. All right. So we got the wheel up, and it's being guarded by Smudge wearing his social distancing mask, and of course our viewer here keeping a close eye on the wheel, also wearing a custom-made social distancing mask. So let's give her a spin and see where it winds up. I'm thinking it's going to be Rebel Canners. That's what it looks like to me. Rebel Canners. Oh, did she? Did she? Well, thank you very much. He's not going to tell me that he filled out the form and it's not there, is he? Well, he didn't fill it out. He did not fill it out because I'm looking here. She did her homework. All right, so let's see what we have here. Rebel Canners. 2,240 some subscribers. Got 78 videos. And look at that fancy banner. Playing an intro video here, which is a little bit on the long side. It's almost 5 minutes in length. Some of the big boys, when I say big boys, some like the Nick Nimmons and Daryl Leaves and folks like that will tell you that it shouldn't be over 90 seconds. And I kind of stress 3 minutes, but you're pushing it all the way up here for 5. I do want to talk about your banner. I'm going to break your heart. You're going to be upset with me, but I gotta share this with you. Let me get my drawing pen out here, and I'm going to get the size up. Red's just fine. Somewhere in this vicinity right here, and this vicinity right here. Will not show. Everything over here will not show. Everything over here will not show on a handheld device. When I say handheld, I mean like a phone. Depending upon the type or size of tablet, it can also apply as well. Some of the smaller Android tablets have the same screen size as a phone, as some of the big phones. It's not going to show. So I like what you've done. Excellent job, easy to read. No, I was pretty close. Yeah, well, but I was pretty close. So, and then the rest of your front page here is default. So we'll get back to that here in just a minute. Let's check out the about page. See what your description says. In the first place, I'm going to say your description is laid out very nicely. Should always be multiple paragraphs, no more than 3 lines apiece with a line in between. And that's what you have. It makes it much easier to read. This channel will deal with a multitude of homestead activities, mostly centered around food gathering and the older methods of preservation. Don't confuse rebel canning with unsafe canning just because we discuss untested recipes and the old ways. Rebel canning is concerned with safe canning. That's why we can our food, after all. We enjoy knowing what is in our food as well as knowing how our food was prepared. Canning is both an art as well as a science. Learn the rules like a pro so we can break them like an artist. And I'm guessing this is some artist dude that's his saying. I'm just guessing there. Email address is in here in a proper place. You have links. Well, I've heard that. I don't know. I mean, I've never met him. So we have links to Facebook, and I don't know if this is another Facebook area or not. I will suggest, I like your write-up, but something that can kind of help to link people to you is an association of who you are. So, I mean, if the absolute only thing you talk about is canning on your channel, I suppose you could get a pass on this, but it would be nice to say that, hey, we're rough location. We're in Missouri, or located in, if you're growing a garden, what garden zone are you in? What state are you in, north or south of the state, if there's multiple zones in the state? Just a generalized area, because people can associate with that. If there's anything different about how you grow your stuff, if you're using square foot gardening, if you're using eucalyptus beds, if you're using raised beds, or just good old in-ground. Do you till the ground? Is it non-till? So there's all kinds of things you can add into here. Jump back, see if you have some playlists, and you got a bunch of playlists. So we're going to open a couple here at random, just to see if you remembered, and you did. It's a very, very short description here. And these are all your videos. Nice job. Let's check another one here real quick. We'll do the quick start. And this is a little better description in my opinion. It's longer, it's more detailed. All your videos, all showing up nicely. Great job. Take a look at some of your thumbnails. Let me get the last 18 of them on the screen here. Should be about right there. Okay, and it looks like you're doing some experimentation here, which is fine. I mean, you got to do that to see what works for you. But let me mention a few things that just kind of jump off the page at me right away here. The verbiage in this is, you just can't see it. It blends into the background. The last part of thankful and the 3 does not, but the rest of it it just blends in. I can tell something there, but I don't know what it is. This one is very difficult to read, and you'll run across that when you start getting into fancy script and stuff. Again, difficult to read. Contrast is not there. This is good, easy to read. If the font was a little bit bigger size, contrast is not good on this. The font needs to be bigger. It needs a bigger font. And I see that on some of these, you have put your little Rebel jar in the corner, and not done it on all of them. I don't know if that's something. Again, it looks like you're doing some experimentation here, but overall, pretty good job. On your homepage, all you have is uploads. I would highly recommend that you put some additional categories on here. And when I say categories, I would include some of your individualized playlists. Don't put the group down. Don't say, here's my playlists. Do them individualized. When you do them individual, it also shows that nice description you have written. So Rebel Canners, thank you so much for being here. I hope maybe we gave you some ideas. And you can take those back and we'll wish you well. Let's go ahead and get the wheel back over here again. Oh my goodness, here we go. Here we go. So, Big Bear Homestead. I like his logo, by the way. Easy to read, easy to see. Banner. Pretty nice. I'm gonna do something here just a little bit extra. I want to see what your entire big banner looked like. Okay, this is a banner that we get to see displayed, but I can modify this call. You can go a couple further. Okay, so this is what his banner would look like on a television set. I suppose everybody can kind of take note of this. It does display well on a phone. It gets the primary area. Some of the cow is cut off. Some of the beekeepers cut off. But we'll go back to that in a second. This is the full overall banner. This is what you're seeing on the website. It's cut off right about here and right about here. So this is not seen on a phone. So you lost your bees on a phone. But it's nicely done, and I'm going to say it degrades well, because if you're on a phone, you'd never know if those other things existed. It just plain looks good. Okay, let's see what Big Bear Homestead is about. We'll jump back here to the About page. And again, I think this is a little bit long, a little bit wordy, but let's look at it and see what we can do. Description reads as follows. Welcome to the Big Bear Homestead, where our mission is reaching the community through teaching homesteading. We live on a 21-acre homestead in Elberton, Georgia, where we raise pigs, cows, beef and dairy, sheep, chickens, ducks, quail, and honeybees. Our videos are created with a fun spirit and sprinkled with experience. We try to highlight the many challenges we have faced and the lessons we have learned on our homesteading journey. If you want to see the genuine homesteading ups and downs, you are in the right place. Be sure to check out our playlists for things like rescuing a honeybee hive, choosing a dairy cow, an introduction to raising pigs, and even predator control on the homestead. We also do weekly live streams on Saturday evening from 8 to 9 p.m. Hope to see you there. Thanks for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. Have a nice day. Jason, if I were you, I'd take this last one out here, this last sentence, and I would just move it down. Or maybe even do this. Take this last little bit, create another little paragraph here. The only thing that you don't talk about here is you don't talk about, you really don't talk about your gardening. And I know that you have a fantastic garden area because we've seen it. And there's nothing here. You don't have a, what your growing zone is. Just some different things you could add into here. Email addresses properly. You got website, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter links. Playlists. I don't know how he could have any playlists. He's never made a video yet. He's still working on that. Let's see. Cooking with the Big Bear Homestead. There's no description here, Jason. All right. I caught him on one. No description on that playlist. Let's look at DIY projects. Oh, by the way, your that cutting board was a nice looking cutting board. No description here. So, Jason, I would go back through your playlist. I'd make sure they all have. I hear that cutting board is coming to Ohio. What I hear. I go through your playlist, make sure you have description on all those. We'll talk about that, why that is important here in a moment. Let's look at some of your thumbnails. Okay. So in looking at these, and let's just be real blunt here. I don't much care for this Halloween when it's just too dark. And I know that you can do better pictures than that. This one, the sharpness isn't there. I'm a little surprised here. I guess I've never really looked. An opinion, Jason. I would want this zoomed in more to you. What you're doing here is too broad of a thing. Everything's too small. The partner appreciation collaboration. Well, that gives you something to do. Partner appreciation collaboration. You have infringed upon YouTube's designated area for their timestamp. And because of that, whatever you put in that lower right-hand corner is always going to be hidden. So that's where you don't want any type of verbiage. You've got some fantastic ones here. Robin makes for a good model, and your kids. yeah, I think you need to zoom in on this. Well, be cautious as you do this. You may get flagged for some clickbait here. And the only other thing that I will mention is I'm not a fan. I'm not saying it's wrong, indifferent, or anything, but I'm not a fan of reusing thumbnails where the thumbnail is the same. And the reason for that is there's no identifying marks. If I saw something, I want to go back to it, I have a tendency to remember what the thumbnail was. And this is more maybe because it's the way I think other people perhaps also think this way. If I remembered there was something in a live stream you talked about and I want to go back to it, and I start looking through your videos here, well, all of a sudden these all look alike. So, but overall, great job. I think some of your pictures need to be clearer, and you need to make sure you don't utilize that area where YouTube owns it. I have a 2-minute promo video here. Okay. So see, a couple of their playlists has descriptions. I know, cows and pigs. Raised bed does not, honeybees does. So I apparently just hit a couple that didn't. Jason, Robin, you don't need for me to tell you, you guys do a fantastic job. Yeah, you guys do a fantastic job. All right, so let's go spin the wheel again. Jason, Robin, thank you so much, both of you, for being here. Appreciate you more than you know. And thank you for being here, and thank you for also helping to mod the channel here. Okay. If you guys decide to go back out and about, stop and get your dollar lottery ticket, because you have won twice here today. CJM Farms. CJM Farms. $681 subscribers. They got 201 videos. Their trailer is 1 minute and 23 seconds long. And I like what you're doing here with the trailer. Now, I don't ever broadcast the trailer videos, because I never, if you have some sort of music in there that's maybe, I just don't play them aloud. But I like what you've done here with this, where you've created like a little movie thing. Your Jay, you're using a pepper for that. Cute. All right, let's go check out the About page. Description reads as follows: clearing land for the future, retirement. Clearing land for the future, retirement. Come along for the journey of a lifetime. Help us to learn how to homestead from the ground up. Looking forward to building a garden up at CJM Farms. One day we would love to make it a country market, something from nothing, with a 3-acre lot. Location. Number one, make yourself some short paragraphs, no more than 3 lines apiece. Put some white space in between them. And you did say you have 3 acres, but I get the impression, I have an idea this is something that you've just started, like you've just purchased this recently, maybe in the past couple of years or so. So you could put that down. We bought a 3-acre lot in whatever year it would have been, and we're working on building this to be a homestead from the ground up. Obviously, you're doing some tree felling, it looked like there at the beginning. Love to make it a country market, so that implies you're doing some gardening. But again, there's nothing said here. So I think you've got a lot you could add into this description. Keep it light and easy to read. And you have your email, but I don't see any links to any Facebook or other social media platforms. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and so on and so forth. By all means, if you have them, flaunt them. So let's go back and see if you have any playlists. Got a couple. So always just glance at a couple here. First one I'm looking at is small engines, and you've got a nice description in here. And condo rooftop gardening caught my eye. Learning to gardening for the first time. Very interesting. Okay. Well, CJM Farms, that's a nice write-up here for your description. Let's go see what you've done with some of your thumbnails. There, we got the last 18 of them on the screen. Okay. And again, it looks to me, just looking at the last 18 thumbnails, it looks to me like you're doing a little experimentation here. Some of these you have your logo on, some of them you do not. You have in various locations. It's my thought, and I'm not saying, that means a whole hill of beans or anything, but it's my thought. If you're going to put your logo on, be consistent. Do it on every one, the same size, the same location, and that way at a glance, you know what, you can tell it's yours. Very few of these do you have any text on, any fonts. But the 3 that I see here, the Fix-It is probably the best. You can see that one. This one, the font is too small. Let me get my magnifying glass here. The brake pad installation at home, the font's just too small, too hard to read. The first time live, again, it's a little tough to read. You can always count on good facial expressions, zooming in. It doesn't matter. But I would just make them all alike. I mean, it could be in the lower left-hand corner. It doesn't have to be in the upper corner. I would not do it in the lower right-hand corner because that's where the timestamp is. And I will also mention, like this one here, I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'm just can't tell what's going on with that. This one, I can see it looks like maybe you're doing some gardening, some what have you, but maybe this is just a picture of the garden then. Okay. Yeah. When you do a shot like this, if you can zoom in closer, we'll get some facial recognition here. Smile for the camera and make it a nice little portrait shot. Okay, CJM Farms. Nice job there. Let's take a look at your homepage. We did mention you had the trailer here. Uploads, well, that's the default container. You've added a container, which, thumbs up. Good to see that you have individualized your page. But popular uploads is, in my opinion, not necessarily what you would want here. I think what you really need to have on here is your individual playlists, because they will also display a portion of your description on each one. You're conveying more information to the public that's sitting here on your page. Now, I want to talk about something else here. You have a video here that's done very well for you compared to the rest of the videos. And I probably would not have known that had I not seen this popular upload. But you have a video here that has 18,000 views. And then your next highest one only has 800 views. So whatever you did with this video here, try to emulate that. Try to build off this one and create more like it. Just saying. Oh, and let's real quick talk about thumbnails. If you don't like what you have, you can always change it. It won't hurt you a bit to do that. So you can always change your thumbnails. You can also go in and you can add end cards or information cards to a video. You can always change the keywords on a video or change the title. You can do all of those things. You can't pull it down and re-edit it. That's what you cannot do. All right, let's go grab another channel here. CJM Farms, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully helped you here in some little way. Oh, is Nathan in here? Oh my goodness. Samson Farms. All the way from Tennessee. $1,350 some subscribers. Close to a couple hundred videos. The banner is going to display very well across all devices. It has a, what I'm going to call, it degrades well, because no matter where this cuts off at over here, it'll be just fine. It's all the verbiage is going to show across on everything. You have a 52-second channel trailer in here, and I see that that you got your little girl in here. So let's take a look at the About page and see what's going on with Samson Farms. Description reads as follows. Hey there, I am Nathan with Samson Farms, and welcome to my channel. I'm an Army combat veteran who served in Iraq. After traveling the world, I still came back home to Northwest Tennessee. I grew up never quite knowing what a homesteader was until I found out I was on YouTube. But I grew up gardening and raising horses, cattle, and chickens. We garden in Zone 7A using a variety of different methods. I like to share the knowledge I have acquired in my lifetime with others. I've incorporated woodworking into our homestead to help finance our various projects. I turn several different items on a small lathe that we have found useful on the homestead and sell to others. I hope you enjoy watching my family, and I take part on recently acquired 3 acres and transform it into a productive land that supports our needs and self-sufficient goals. Come on, join us as we share our life with you. Has a snail mail address here. Email address is located here as Facebook, PayPal, Instagram, and a web store. And so both Big Bear and Samson Farms make some nice wood products. Just advertisement for both of them there. Playlists, got a couple. Cooking with Nate. Let's go see what this one's like. Nice right up here. Nice description. All your videos, nicely done. Let's try the workshop. And again, nice description. Nicely done, Nathan. Good job. Looking at the last 18 videos. Or thumbnails. I shouldn't say videos, thumbnails. Okay. Again, the same line here. For the most part, he's put the logo in the upper left-hand corner. Hasn't done it on everyone, but a high percentage of them he has. And he goes live every Tuesday night. And as you can see that here. You probably heard me mention with Jason, I'm not a big fan of having the same thumbnail. But he does have a way with colors in here. I think you're doing a nice job with the colors. Overall, very, very nice. Very, very nice. So good job on the thumbnails. Let's go back to your homepage, see what you've done here. You've added a quail playlist, cooking with Nate, workshop, warm bin, mail call. Nice job. Samson Farms. If you are not a subscriber of Samson Farms, go check them out. If you are a subscriber and you haven't seen his latest videos and stuff, go check them out. And got some nice stuff. Nathan, you running any specials on your wood products, your dibbles for Christmas or anything, or Black Friday sales, or yeah. So all right, Samson Farms, thank you so much for being here. Let's go spin the wheel again. Here we go. Okay, Homestead Dreaming. Folks, this is a channel that we frequently recommend people go look at if they want to see a nice example of what we feel a channel overall layout should be. Homestead Dreaming, 3,200 subscribers, 190 some videos. All right, if you look at the banner here, it's going to display well across all devices. It degrades well from the sides. She has a 2-minute trailer video here. And she puts nice descriptions on everything. So we'll jump back to the About page and look at the description. It reads as follows. Welcome, dreamers. We are Kira and Steve, and this is our journey. We are homestead dreaming, meaning that we aspire to someday have many acres of our own to cultivate, but until then, we're making the most of the space we have. We are slowly but surely trying to become as self-sufficient as we can on our tiny 1/5 of an acre lot in northeast Oklahoma, Zone 6B. So grab a drink, and I hope you enjoy the ride as we navigate the ins and outs of growing our own food, caring for our livestock, and stocking our shelves. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Would love for you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded. Email address is in the proper location, has the Amazon wish list, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. She just flat out does a nice, clean job. It's well presented. The playlists, got a couple. So we're just going to glance at a couple just to show you that she does put in these descriptions. And it's not just a simple little one-liner thing. She puts in a nice little description. And we'll just always look at 2, sometimes 3. Again, nice playlist here. Thumbnails. All right. Kira, what program do you use to do your thumbnails? If you would share that with folks here. She has, she's turned the extra vivid color up on these, so they kind of pop out a little bit. The verbiage is always a good high contrast, easy to read. She's not going into fancy script or anything like that. Just a fancy print. The only place where she's kind of pressed the limit a little bit was down here in this one, where it is trying to hide behind the timestamp. Now, the other thing she does, if you notice, she has close-up view of herself and whatever item she's doing here. Close-up of the bird, chicken, the tomatoes. It's a close enough view. You can see what's going on. I mean, she's right here in the view, and you can see in the background. So she does a fantastic job. She used PicMonkey. Now, is that for designing the entire thumbnail? I mean, are you using templates or anything? Are you uploading a picture of that? Share with the folks how you do it, because your thumbnails are very, very good. And I don't know if there's special settings that they have to make them so vivid, or if you just turn up the color. You just do a nice job. All right, looking back at the homepage here, uploads, and then she has playlists, urban homestead collaboration, best of homestead dreaming, chickens, quails, and six, homemade breads, all about kombucha, garden tours, collaboration and challenge videos, just a ton of stuff here. So, if you can remember the name, Homestead Dreaming, and you would like an example, I'm not saying to copy, but if you'd like an example of some nice looking thumbnails, page layouts, descriptions, this is a good one to go emulate. Homestead Dreaming. Thank you for being here, Kara. Appreciate it. Good to see you here. Let's go spin the wheel again. I don't use templates. Usually take some screen grabs from my video, and I pick the one with the facial expressions I like, and then a pick of the background that fits the title. But obviously, I think you also turn up the they're so vivid that I'm going to say the color is enhanced. The hue has been added. Rebel canners, it's your day to go get yourself a $1 lottery ticket because you have won twice today. Amby, are you in here? I don't think Amby is here. If she shows up, we will come back to her. I'm going to go ahead and spin again. I know that she put her name on the wheel very early, shortly after I posted the link for the stream tonight. Nathan, you're a double winner here as well. All right. I think maybe the wheel is tilted here a little bit. Jason. We'll have to do something like that. There we go. Highland Homestead. Highland Homestead. Come on down. All right, Highland Homestead. Highland Homestead, 656 subscribers. They got 228 videos. They have a very interesting logo over here. It's a little bit on the difficult side to read, but everything is on the logo because it's just so tiny. Okay, they got a real nice looking place here. I would still, as pretty as the picture is, I would still put some verbiage across it. I would splatter it out here with some text. That's your billboard. You need to talk about yourself. Almost a 2-minute trailer video here. Jump back to the About page, take a look at the description, and it reads as follows. Welcome to our homestead channel. We are located in Western New York in the Southern Tier. Eva, also known as Go-Go Mama, and Dave, also known as Big Daddy. We have 17-acre property with a log cabin and beautiful barn full of animals in it. We will be focused on homesteading. This will include fun vlogs, our journey around the homestead, barnyard follies of the animals, country life with video of the property. I'm a country girl living out her dream of having a homestead. Gardening, which includes canning, flowers, and wildlife, we see here on a daily basis. Lots goes on at all times on the homestead, so sit back and enjoy the ride with us. I will be posting 2 to 3 times a week in the morning around 7 a.m., hopefully, if my internet does not act up. Thanks for all your support. And you have a mailing address here. Email addresses in the proper location. You have links to Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, and Reddit. Okay. A lot of information here. It's a lot of information here. But what I would do is I would come back through it. It's hard to read. It doesn't flow real well. She's working on it. Okay. And I think you heard me kind of stumble over a couple of the areas here. But you have given a lot of information here, and if you're working on it, we're not going to say another word about it. We'll look the next time you come out with something. Playlists. Let's see what you have here. Got a couple. So we're going to look at the deer playlist. All right. I would like to see a little bit better description than just deer on the homestead. I mean, that could be it, but again, if you elaborate a little bit, like various videos about deer that we have seen on our homestead. In other words, just make it a little bit more descriptive, make it more like you were talking to somebody. You wouldn't just turn around and go, deer. Well, when you see a cow in the garden 10 foot away from you, when you're not used to being in a farm environment, I think I'm surprised it wasn't more explicitive. So, all right, let's take a look at another one here. We'll look at the pressure canner and canning, also freezer storing too. That's a lot. What I do here on the homestead to preserve vegetables and meat for the winter months. Okay. Take a peek at some of your thumbnails. There's the past 18 of them on the screen. Some of these, and I'm just going to be, just throw it out here. I don't know any other way to do it. Some of these I think are fantastic, and some of them are not so fantastic. I like what you've done with your little with your logo in the lower left-hand corner. In this case, but you haven't done that on the past 6 videos. But before that, you were doing it. Where you do have verbiage on a page, in some cases it's a little tough to read. It's small. The contrast is not good. For example, on this one, hashtag copycat7, once I get the magnifying glass out, the my husband bow hunting, there's not enough contrast. It blends in. You just can't read it. Pumpkin you could read nice. Shed words, you can see that nice. Okay, let's look at your last 3 videos here. Without question, the one with you in it is the best thumbnail in my opinion. It's pretty hard to do a scenic thing. I mean, I understand what you were doing here. You were pointing out the snow. So I kind of understand that. But, and maybe there wasn't a good way to do it. But I think facial expressions maybe pop a little bit more. This one is, deer underneath tree stand. Well, I think people are going to have a hard time seeing that. Baby goat stuck. to shorts. All right. We're gonna talk about shorts here for just a moment since you have one. Shorts is something that that YouTube is doing now, just to kind of pull people in. 60 seconds or less, is that what it is? Yeah, 60 seconds or less. Typically done with a cell phone in a portrait mode. They're not monetized. They're meant to emulate what? TikTok? Meant to emulate TikTok. Yeah. So I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but I would not put a lot of time into it. But that's me. And if you do it, you're supposed to have hashtag shorts in the title. All right. So there we go. On your homepage, popular uploads, then uploads, create a playlist. Okay, I'll go real quick on this. I'm not a fan of popular uploads. If I want to know what your most popular video is, I'll go to videos and I'll say sort them by popularity. Uploads, well, that's the default container. And then you've taken the easy way out and you've used create a playlist as a container for all your playlists. If you get rid of popular uploads and get rid of creator playlists, you have all of these wonderful playlists that you can put out here one at a time and stack them on top of each other. And I'm not saying to put them all out, but maybe 4, 5, 6 of them where they can read the description on them and showcase those playlists and then maybe change that seasonally. I would think that would be a very good thing for your channel. Highland Homestead, thank you for being here. I hope that maybe we gave you some ideas. I remember seeing a picture of your property here before, so I know this is not your first time here. So, Highland Homestead, thank you so much. Any questions, feel free to email us at twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. All right. Big Bear Homestead, again. See, if I could remove you, it'll put you right back because it's reading this off of the although it hasn't put them back yet. Oh, I know why it hasn't, because I have to refresh it. Hampson Farm. They'll be back here after I refresh the wheel. Top. CJM. Fine, you can come over and do it. Will it grow? Hey, 1,610 some subscribers. Will it grow? Gardening, oyster farming, cooking, and more. Okay, there is a slight problem here that your banner is not going to display well on a phone. Somewhere about right here and right about here, none of this is going to show, and none of this is going to show. I'm way down here in the corner. I don't know if you can see on the phone here, but it's those are just not gonna. It's just the way that that it works for YouTube. So when you check out the template, they give you an area that shows well across all devices, and then there's more pieces to that template as far as what's shown on a TV set, what's shown on a laptop computer or desktop computer. Okay, and I don't see a channel trailer here. I don't see a channel trailer. Channel trailer, 30 to 90 second, quick informational video about you, what people can expect to see. One of these things you want to try to leave them hanging, if you would. Well, let's go look at your About page and see what Will It Grow is all about. Description reads as follows. This channel, I will teach you the many different things I have learned over many years in the garden. You will also be watching how to oyster farm and many cooking recipes. Okay. It's just, there's not enough. It's a little small here. You want to, this is your chance to puff about your channel. So give a location. People associate with locations. Are you, for example, if you were in Virginia, located on 4 acres in Virginia, and I do raised bed gardening. We're in garden zone 6B or whatever the case may be. Tell a short story, multiple paragraphs, no more than 3 lines apiece, and just kind of spread that out. How many's in the family? Is it you going to upload videos once a week or once a month or whatever kind of time schedule that you have in mind here? But if you do put down a time schedule, you need to try to stick with it. So if you say weekly, you need to really try to make sure you get a video out every week. Email address is proper location. I don't know that you need to have a subscription link here, but you do. There's already a button here. If you have a Facebook page or some other social media site, I would put it here. Instagram, Pinterest, so on and so forth. Playlists, let's see what you have. You got a couple here. I'm going to look at oyster farming because that intrigues me here. See what we have. And you have a very short description here. In this list, you will see videos of what it takes to be an oyster farmer. Okay. And let's do saving seeds. There's no description here. So I would just make sure on all your playlists you have a description that tells what people can expect to see in the playlist, what the videos are about in the playlist. Take a look at your thumbnails. Let's go back to the past 18 of those. Okay. I'm trying to get a feel for what I'm looking at here on your thumbnails. And for the most part, I'm going to say they're really pretty good. However, some of these, I think that you need to clarify them just a little bit. When I say clarify them, this is too dark. This one's too dark. This one's a little dark. You could just bring them up a notch. I see that you've done some experimentation here where you've utilized some partial blank space to have verbiage on. Make sure you don't get too much on it. Minimal words. But it looks to me like you've got some real interesting things here. Coloring is good. You are working on getting a good focus in closer. On your homepage, you have uploads, and then you've added that with Shed Wars and popular uploads. I'm just not a fan of popular uploads. So I'm guessing that these are, well, I'm going to say copycat recipes, maybe. All right. I have to go back. Since I've seen this here, I have to go back to your playlist. Where my time was. I'm running out. All right, there's only 8 videos in this, but let's look at this. Again, there's no description. Is this a collaboration playlist? If it is, that should be in your title description here, that this is a collaboration. If it's not, you have some videos that don't belong in this playlist. This Page Family Homestead. Why are you advertising that channel? Or this channel? Or this channel? Or this channel? You know, you click on this and you're actually putting somebody yes. Yeah, you're actually sending them away from your channel. And I'm sure that's not really what you want to do. So, a couple things you can work on there just to make it a little bit cleaner. Let me refresh things over here. Our wheel of names updated again, and they only keep things linked for an hour, they say. So I have to go back in and relink it. Willie Grow, thank you so much for stopping by. Bits of me. There's bits of me in the house. Yes, no?
Chat.
Bits of me, are you here? All right, and I'm going to guess this is the channel.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Bits of Me. Okay, this is going to display well across all devices, but by the time this gets shrunk down to a phone, it's going to start to get pretty difficult to read this. I see that there is verbiage under here. It says where the heart is. If you have, I think I would be looking to enhance this a little differently. I'm not saying it's a bad banner. I'm just saying that I would be looking to make it better, make it more legible and standing out. I don't know if this is a picture of your property or not. I have no idea. But I do not see a trailer video here. So that's something else you can make. Trailer videos, 30 to 90 seconds of just a quick video to entice people into your channel. Tell them a little bit about yourself, what they can expect to see on your channel. So let's look at the about. Description reads as follows. I am Sandy from Northwest Oklahoma. My husband is Lauren and will appear on my videos on occasion. We have 2 donkeys, 2 dogs, chickens, and cattle. I'm here to share some of our life on the farm from day to day. I'm especially fond of taking care of my chickens and donkeys. I also do all kinds of crafts from wood, paper, candles, and home decor. I have a cameo silhouette and use it a lot in my crafting. I will also do some instructional videos for the cameo. Stick around, you never know what will be going on. Email address, proper location. Instagram is linked here as well. Just as a thought, I mean, you tell pretty much where you're at, but you might include how much property you have. Or I get the impression you have somewhat of a farm, but I don't know if this is a 500-acre farm or a 5-acre farm or what this is. So just some thoughts. And of course, you don't have to tell everything, but you want to tell enough to entice people and whet their appetite. Make them so they want to come and see more. Playlists. Well, you got a few playlists here. I'm going to do crafts first. We're going to open that up, take a look at it. Okay. You do have a description. That's a big plus. I'd like to see more in the description. Like in this playlist, you will find various crafts that are made on the homestead. Do you sell these? Is this a sideline hobby thing? Just asking. We're going to do farm as a playlist. Again, adventures around the farm. I'd just like to see more. I mean, it's like there's no embellishment there. Now, the other thing that I do want to, I guess I kind of want to ask, I mean, your channel, Bits of Me, and your playlist of the farm, so why do we have Alaska Crafty Gale Victoria and our oily house And the needy homesteader. I don't know why these are out here. I don't think you should be advertising other channels in your playlist. So, and maybe you didn't know they were there. All right. Thumbnails. Here's the last 18 of them on the screen. Couple things to remember whenever you put verbiage on a thumbnail. There needs to be a high contrast so it's easy to read. The font has to be big enough that it's, again. Oh, okay. Well, you got some other channels in that playlist. And obviously that was just one I stumbled across. But you have a couple here. This one, I get the magnifying glass out here. I can see it says preserving okra. But that, you really just, at a glance, you can't see it. It's just, it blends too much. There's not enough contrast. The kitchen towel, the towel is blending into the background here. I think if had I done this one, just for example, I would make the kitchen towel 2 lines at an angle. Then let's make that a little bit smaller so it's all onto the background. Come with me. Let's go to town. That's a good thumbnail. You've got some really nice ones here, and yet you've got some that I don't know. They're not doing anything for me. It's too small, hard to read. And I know you can do better because you've done better on so many other ones here. This one here. Can I get them back in? Donkeys and cows are out. Can I get them back in? All right, just consider this. The thumbnail is the most important thing, most important initial part of your video. People are going to see the thumbnail first. If the thumbnail catches their eye, they will usually, the order of events are see the picture, catch the eye, read the title, make the decision, do I watch it or not? Once they've clicked on it and start to watch it, well, then you have a very short window of time to reel them in. You've set the hook. So now they've clicked and now they've gone to watch. And then you have a very short window of time to reel them in. If they click in and then 15 seconds later, they go, nah, not for me. And away they go. So that's just that's just the way it is. Typically, verbiage on a thumbnail, less is better. You want action words, action verbs. Quick example on your fresh baked up here. Fresh would be just as good. Doesn't have to be fresh baked. So, a couple things to think about. Homepage, you just have uploads. Now, of course, you're going to make that trailer video. That'll take up a little spot up here. So that's 30 to 90 seconds in line. And then you can take some of your playlists and you can add those under here. And because you have embellished all those playlists with wonderful descriptions, that'll all show up out here and draw people in to see more of your channel. So as you become more popular, your channel is going to be easier to find. I had to do a little bit of extra searching, but It was not bad. Bits of me. Thank you for being here. And I hope maybe we spark some ideas for you. So let's go spin the wheel again. Gardening Simplified. Gardening Simplified. Gardening Simplified. This is not you. But this is a channel that I want to come look at. So let's let me filter it out this way. It looks like you've just kind of taken 2 snapshots, put them together here, and that's fine. But go a step further. Get your name across here in the center of the top. As it is right now, that's going to degrade okay, because the left side over here is going to get cut off, and the right side is going to get cut off in looking at it on a phone. But if you get your name across here in the middle, usually channel name. If you upload videos weekly, you could say weekly uploads, or family of 4, or maybe the location you're in. So go look at the About page. See if we can learn a little bit more about your channel here. Description reads as follows. My wife and I are a longtime homesteader and have raised cattle, hogs, and chicken in the past. We primarily focus on gardening and being more self-sufficient. I am located in the piney woods of Northeast Texas, Zone 8B, but the information given on my channel will be helpful wherever you live. My channel is about making farm life and the gardening process simpler. I believe the more you know about how things grow, the easier it is to grow them. I show regular garden tours and update to show the progressions that my garden has gone through and my successes and failures. You can also expect to see information on growing plants from seed to harvest, seed saving, preserving, harvest, and anything else garden related. You can also expect helpful hands-on projects and farm and homesteading information. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for stopping by. Email address is here. Facebook page and Instagram is also linked at the bottom. Okay. Playlists. Let's see what you have in playlists. Got a few here. So let's take a look at a couple. Seed starting, potting up seedlings, and transplanting is the name of the playlist. You're looking for information on growing your own transplant from seeds. These videos will help greatly. Typically, rather than giving instructions in the video, it's more about what the playlist contains. But you still got in there and you gave a good description. Let's do canning and preserving. Saving your heart is an important part. Nice description. Well done. Take a peek at some of your thumbnails. Okay, here's the last 18 of them. I'm going to say overall, you've done very, very well on your thumbnails. Keep in mind, if you add text, it needs to be big enough and legible. You've done that. It needs to enhance the video, or it doesn't belong. And you don't want to duplicate what you say on the thumbnail with what is in the title. So overall, nice job. Nice job. Okay. Look back here at the home page. You have uploads, and then you've used the container for create a playlist. So delete this. Take your creative playlist out of here and do all 5 of these individually. And that way, it also gets your description out here as well. Gardening Simplified. I will say that I didn't see in the description that you've included the little ones here. So you might want to do that in the About page. All right. Gardening Simplified, thank you for being here. Glad you could stop by. Hope maybe we gave you some ideas on what we see here that can maybe enhance your channel to be the next 100,000 subscriber channel on YouTube. What are we at here? 37. Give it a spin. Highland Homestead, we've already done. So I'm going to use Sherry's suggestion. And we're going to, because it spins clockwise, Carpenter's self-reliance is where we're going to go next. Hunting, fishing, I like your logo. Nice job. Very nice job. I don't know. Carpenter's self-reliance. Are you in the chat here? Please say yes. Let us know. Okay. Your banner is going to display well across all devices. Your trailer video is a bit long. It's 24.5 minutes in length. So really what you want to have here for your trailer video is 30 to 90 seconds, short video that tells a little bit about you, about your channel, what people are going to expect to see here, who the players are. You know, if you're a family of 6, introduce yourselves. If you're a family of 2, introduce yourselves. That's typically what you're going to find in a short trailer video. So let's go back to the About and see what we have here. Description reads as follows: self-reliant and homesteading channel here. Topics range primarily in farming, hunting, fishing, cattle, prepping, chickens, gardening, fruit orchards, guns, and ammo. Do it yourself and anything else we feel is important to become more self-reliant. Please subscribe and come along with us on our journey. basic life recorded on a 127-acre farm located in the upstate of South Carolina. Nice sized piece of property. Okay. Embellish this a little more. With 127 acres, I'm sure that you have a lot of things. But when I say embellish it more, you could say farming our 127 acres with, I don't know, cattle wise. Do you have 50 head of cattle? With our 50 head of cattle, 40 chickens, give or take a few. Our quarter-acre garden, fruit orchards that consists of what? Apple trees, pear trees, plum trees. When I say embellish, I'm just saying to draw things out a little bit more. Links to Facebook down here at the bottom. I'd just like to see you embellish that a little bit more. I think you kind of get the idea from what I was talking about. At least as I hope so. Playlist, you got a few of these here. So prepping, let's look at this one first. And what I'm looking for here, first and most is the description. And you have a very, very short description here. And again, I would just expand it. I know it's hard to do. I would also go in and video number 18 in this playlist. I would remove it from this playlist. I don't know what it is, why it's here, but instead of just seeing this big old private thing, just take it out. Create a private playlist to put videos like that in there that you want private. Cattle. Let's take a look at this one. There's no description here. So here's one you can go in and just do a description on. Okay, since we're at 50/50, I'm going to look at the tractor playlist. No description. So, go back through your playlist and make sure they all have descriptions on them. Let's take a look at your thumbnails. Okay, I'm going to say a couple of things here that you may not like, but I think it's worth saying. I don't know what these stream videos are. I'm not going to try to play them here. I see one's 51 seconds and one's 2 minutes and 33 seconds. And I know that you're a younger, getting started channel. There's not a lot of views on either one of these. It looks like, for whatever reason, because these were streams, something didn't work in the picture taking area. Now you can go back in and you can put thumbnails into these. There's nothing there? Okay, so there's nothing here. So go in and delete these. And you're the only one that can do that. Did you make these private for some reason? I don't know. But they certainly don't look good here on your video page. And let's talk about some of your other thumbnails. I think you need to zoom in closer on the pictures. Okay. It's I mean, I can see what you have here, but your face is a little bit on the lighting could be better for this picture. The lighting could definitely be better here. Okay. For what it's worth, I think I would just get rid of them. I mean, there's nothing here for anybody to see. And I know every view counts. Believe me, I understand that. But for this 32, 42, 48, for this 50 views that you got here, just eliminate them. Just delete them. Get rid of them. They're not helping you here. They're hurting more than they're helping. Work on your lighting here a little bit. Compose your picture a little better. Kind of zoom in, get more of a facial shot. Get some expression in your face. Same sort of thing here. Just maybe zoom in just on one person. Okay, now I'm going to quality check on a 5-year-old MRE. And I see, you know, you have it in a pan, but just zoom into that pan. You don't need all the rest of this around here. Zoom into what's in the pan. Make it easy to see what one is looking at. Again, lighting issues here. And of course, the good part is you can go back in and you can change these at any time. You can go in and replace the thumbnails, change the title, add end screens, add informational screens, change all your keywords within for your search optimization. It can all be done at any time. Carpenter's self-reliance. Looks like you got some interesting things here. So I hope maybe we gave you some ideas, and love to have you come back, and looking forward to seeing what you do with your channel here. Joined July 11th, 2020. Okay. Yeah, but you don't want a 24.5-minute video for a trailer video. Okay. Thanks so much for being here. Let's go spin the wheel again. All right, Ambi, we've already gone by. Next one up is Samson. We've done that. Next one up is Homestead Dreaming, Rebel Canners, Big Bear Homestead, Wonderland Acres. Wonderland Acres. You're the next person on the wheel. $336 subscribers. I got 31 videos. Newer channel. And nice banner. Will degrade well across all the devices. Has put a very nice job. Has gone the extra mile in editing this banner to include an overlay of the leaf on top of the writing here. Just nicely done. Wonderland Acres. Need an intro video here. Need an intro video. Go to the About page. Description reads as follows. Welcome to Wonderland Acres, owned by Kate and Mark. We reside on a 2.5-acre, 100-year-old farm in rural Iowa. Our home and antique buildings are nestled in the middle of over 100 acres of farmland in growing zone 5A. Our property is shared with rabbits, sheep, muscovies, turkeys, and chickens with plan to expand into other livestock as our pastures grow. Our animals are our passion, along with DIY projects and Jeeps. Our handcrafted videos will be based around raising livestock, life on the farm, and various projects as our family grows. We would love to have you come along as we work to build our dream farm. Thanks for the support. Okay, nicely done. Got the email address, Facebook link, and Amazon Wish. I'm sorry, I just glanced over. My wheel just gave me an error, so it's kind of odd. All right, playlist. We're going to go to the first one on your playlist, Raising a Farm Dog. See what we've got here. Real nice description here. And let's go into From Love Comes Life. Another good description. Nicely done. Thumbnails. Nice job. Nice job on the thumbnails. Those that have the verbiage on, easy to read. You've got the color brightness turned on. You've got good facial expressions. Just nicely done. Homepage. Nice. You've laid it out nice. You're just missing your trailer video. Wonderland Acres. Yep. Get that trailer video put together and let us know. I have to go back here and check on this. What's going on there? Okay, well, what I'm doing here is I am relinking the spreadsheet. Bear with me here for just a moment while I try to get this relinked. Okay. Well, I guess I have a problem. All right. Let's give her a spin. See if we can come up with one. This will be the last one for the day because we have a dinner we have to go to. Darlene's Garden. Do you know what the rest of that is? Garden Channel. Okay. Darlene's Garden Channel. All right. 376 subscribers. You just picked one up. Darlene's Garden Channel at Marquardt Meadows. Is this England? All right, we have a 45-second trailer video up here. Come back to the About page. We're in Eastern Oregon, halfway between Pendleton, Oregon, and Walla Walla, Washington. We live in a small town of less than 2,000 folks. It gets hot in the summer, cold in the winter, Zone 6B. I'm no expert, but I am learning. I hope you enjoy my sharing. I'm a retired music and business teacher and committed Toastmaster member. Marquardt Meadows is my pet name for my good-sized yard. We have 3 lots. My hubby loves to keep his grass green, and I have a portion near the house for my small space garden and around the perimeter of the property and on the area I call the mound. So, okay, I'm starting to understand. You've given your area there its own little names. I've been loving learning all about many different methods for gardening. I try to upload at least once a week, quite often more. My videos tell you about my gardening journey and often take you into my kitchen as well. I like it when you hit the button and send me comments. I try to love them all. Love to get to know you. Email me on Facebook and friend me. Check out my links below. Email address is here. Links to Facebook, Instagram, the gardening page, LinkedIn, TikTok, webpage, Twitter, Amazon wishlist, and Pinterest. Darlene's Garden Channel. Let's go see if you have a playlist here. You got a couple. We're going to go to winter gardening here first. Open that one up. And nice description here. Just glance down through here. Everything's your videos. And let's go back into, let's go into the mail call. Okay, another short description. And this is a great thumbnail, by the way, just let you know. So let's look at the rest of the thumbnails here, or at least what's the last 18 of them. All right. You've got some very, very nice thumbnails. Some of them, the text is maybe just a shade small on the short side, but good facial expressions, good and clear, just very nice. Very nice. Got some nice looking thumbnails there. Uploads, and then you've gone into individual playlists. So your Sunday chat, or these. No, those are not live streams. Okay. Darlene. Very, very nice job. Interesting banner up here top. You obviously have some skills behind the camera and some editing skills here as well. Nice job. Nice job. Anything else? Folks, would love to stick around, but we have a deal we have to get to. It's past our witching hour, so we have to take off. And thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all very, very much. If you'd like to help out the channel, feel free to join Smudges Pack to do that. Just click that join button down below. We'd love to have you. And for those of you that are in the pack, there should be stuff arriving in your mailbox here very, very shortly if it hasn't already. We have already blessed those people with Smudge's monthly gifts. So, all right. Everybody have a wonderful day, wonderful week, good weekend. And I don't know if they've declared a winter president yet, but we're going to stay out of that. Take care, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.